Sal Stewart digs in. Stewart 2 for 4, drove in both runs for the Reds last night. And he lines a base hit to left. Attacked that first pitch, fastball at 95, and he has his 4th hit of the series. Man on for Spencer Steer. Steer did not play in last night's game, was 1 for 4 in the opener on Monday. Against the Brewers, 3 out of 13 with a home run. Steer on the season, hitting .238 with 13 homers, driven in 34. Drowan sets and throws home, and he's got a strike with a breaking ball. Curveball's been on point early for Drowan, who's working with Gary Sanchez behind the plate tonight. Give you the rest of the Brewers' defensive alignment in just a moment. As Drowan works from the third base side of the rubber, and his pitch to Steer is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Left to right in the outfield, it's Churio, Mitchell, and Bowers. Ortiz and Pratt on the left side of the infield. Terang and Vaughn on the right side. Vaughn holding to Sal Stewart. Sneaky speed over there at first, and the pitch. Foul back by Steer. That one got a lot of the plate. Drawing even in the count. Ahead of the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got thrown off by the subwoofers there. No score. Top half of the first inning. Just underway. Brewers and Reds. Stewart dancing off the bag at first base. Drowan looking that way and delivers home, and he missed outside with a curveball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Despite the heat, Drowan still wearing sleeves out there on the mound today. Everybody else, the exception of Bryce Terang, who's got sleeves on, has the T-shirt or water wicking shirt underneath their jersey top. It's a hot one. 2-2 pitch. Busted back, ground ball hit to third. Ortiz will go to second, get one. On to first, it's late. He did get that lead runner. 2 away. Steer reaches on the fielder's choice. Ball not hit hard. Got jammed. That was 49 miles an hour off the bat of Steer. And I venture to say it really wasn't off his bat. I'd say more off his knuckles. 2 away for Eugenio Suarez. He was 0 for 3 last night with a walk. Back in the lineup yesterday after missing Monday's game after he got hit in the hand by a pitch in Pittsburgh on Sunday. Takes strike 1 from Drowan. Time called, and a piece of the bat that Steer just broke was still in the batter's box. The bat boy's got to come out and grab Shrek's toothpick. A shard of bat. 0-1 on Eugenio Suarez. Drawing deals. And a ground ball hit to third. It's a fair ball. Ortiz has it. Goes to second. A nice pick by Bryce Terang to get the force out on Steer. Just a base hit against Shane Drowan. Brewers coming up against Andrew Abbott when we come back. No score on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparents who bolted to the burbs, or the cool relatives still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
This summer, your passport isn't required. Welcome to Summer in Tokyo at P.F. Chang's. Inspired by the color and energy of Tokyo's vibrant sushi scene, these
in a degree your way.
Chourio, Terang, and Contreras coming up for the Brewers in this home half of the first inning against Andrew Abbott. Makes his 9th career start against Milwaukee. 3-4, but a 3.74 ERA. Coming off a month of June where he had a 3.62 earned run average. Abbott, a left-hander, a lot of control. But for this year, his command has not been as sharp. He's walked 40 batters already this year, 90 innings of work. Been an uphill climb for Abbott after he had an ERA of almost 6 in April. First pitch to Jackson Chourio. He is outside, ball 1. Fastball around that 91 to 94 range. Really good changeup and a breaking ball to go along with it. 1-0 pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Just did clip the edge at 92. One to count. Abbott winds and fires. And the breaking ball misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Brewers with a 7-2 victory last night. Trailed 1-0 after the first inning. Scored in the second to tie it, and then the 4-run fourth. 2-1 is hit in the air down the right field line and into the seats for strike 2. Chourio 2 for 4 with a homer and drove in a couple of runs last night. Struck out his first 2 at-bats, both called third strikes, and then singled with the bases loaded in the 4th. Walked in the 6th, homered in the 8th. His 12th home run of the season. 2-2. It's low, laid off the breaking ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Chourio certainly one of the front runners for the National League Player of the Month. Got my vote. Call me a homer, that's fine. But he got my vote. 3-2 pitch is low for ball 4, and he works a leadoff walk. Good at bat from Jackson Chourio. Leadoff walk brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Pain can't wait. Walk right into Ortho ASAP. Same day access to specialists. Start healing faster at orthowisconsin.com. Bryce Terang digs in. One of 3 lefties in the lineup today against Andrew Abbott. Abbott throws home. Terang hits one down the left field line. Has some slice. Ivan Johnson is close but out of room. And it's 0-1. Defensive alignment for the Reds. Johnson at left, McLean in center, and Noelvi Marte is in right. Stewart, De La Cruz, Arroyo, and Steer third to first on the infield. Stevenson catching for the second time in the series. 0-1 from Abbott. Is low and in the dirt. Knocked down by Stevenson. 1 ball and 1 strike. William Contreras is on deck. He's doing the DHing today. Outfield shaded towards the left side for the left-handed hitting Bryce Terang. 1-1 pitch. And he laid off the breaking ball. They'll check the swing. He didn't go. 2 balls and a strike on Bryce. Crowd still coming in. Good tailgating scene today. Probably could have cooked your brats on the pavement. The 2-1. Line drive into right center, a base hit. Going to head towards the gap. Chourio will stop at third base. Terang with a double. Brewers are set up against Abbott. Another $75 for the MAC Fund, courtesy of West Bend, the silver lining, each and every double hit by the Brewers. And now William Contreras is the hitter. Brewers are hoping for a quick trip around the bases. That's presented by Mamba Candy. Tonight's contestant in the quick trip around the bases contest is Alvin Jarvin Pa'af of Oshkosh. Brewers score in the first inning. Alvin would win a $100 quick trip gift card, compliments of Mamba Candy and Quick Trip. Stop in and pick up Mamba Magic Sticks or Mamba Berry-tastic at Quick Trip.
Takes me back to the old elementary school days at the pool.
With Mambas?
Go spend some money at the concession stand, come back with some Mambas.
Mambas are in my top 5 convenience store candies. The 0-1 hit off the end of the bat. That's going to score a run as Arroyo throws to first to get the out. And Alvin Jarvin Pa'a of Oshkosh is a winner. He can go get some Mamba Magic Sticks or Mamba Berry-tastic. Sneaky good snack. Way to go, Alvin. Jake Bowers is the hitter after the RBI ground out from William Contreras. And not only did he score the run, but he moved Terang to third. Infield comes up for Cincinnati. Pitch to Bowers. Hit in the air, foul off on the left side. Bowers is the cleanup hitter, brought to you by Loyal Family Renovations. Clean up any home damage with Loyal Family, located in Muskego, serving southeastern Wisconsin and across the state. Don't let the out-of-towners handle it. Call locally owned Loyal Family Renovations for a free inspection today. Infield up for the Reds. The 0-1 to Jake Bowers. Swing and a miss. He chased the sweeper down and away. Count goes to 0-2. Bowers 3 for 4 last night, including his 15th home run of the season. Hit it to straightaway center. Looking to pick up another RBI. Abbott's pitch is low and in the dirt, smothered by Stevenson. It was his 50th run batted in of the season, matching him for the team lead with William Contreras. Now Contreras just leapfrogged him with his 51st. See if Bowers can tie it back up. Here's the 1-2. Hit foul. He had a hanger on that sweeper from Andrew Abbott. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brewers have a 1-0 lead against the Reds. 1-2. Up and in. Look out. Took that high fastball. First fastball he'd seen in the sequence. He'd seen 4 straight sweepers and then a fastball right around his chin. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bowers 4 for 6 in the series with a couple of runs batted in. Deep and straight away in the outfield. Abbott's 2-2. Line down the right field line, foul. He got all over that. Breaking ball from Abbott. Pitch number 7 in the sequence, about to be thrown by Andrew Abbott. Inning start with the leadoff walk to Churio. 2-2 pitch. Bounced foul past Spencer Allen in the first base coaching box. The security guard tried to make the play and didn't realize that there was some topspin on that ground ball. Got up quickly. He's fine. Pretty good Olay move from the Matador down there, but he's good. 2-2. Big curveball hit in the air to left. This should be deep enough to score. Terang. Back on it is Johnson. He will make the catch. Terang tags and scores. It's a sac fly from Jake Bowers. Get him on, get him over, get him in 2 times over. So a 2 spot in this first inning against Abbott. And now it's Vaughn. Brewers baseball brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Great taste, only 96 calories. It's Miller time. Vaughn 2 for 3 with a double on Monday and takes inside. 1 ball, no strikes. So one time he was retired It was that amazing catch by Dane Myers in center field. He was removed from the game, had to leave with a myriad of injuries. Here's the 1-0. And Vaughn takes a strike on the inside corner. Barely. Myers went to a local hospital, checked out for a number of different things, just a left shoulder contusion. 1-1. Low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Luckily, just a contusion. Could have been a whole lot worse. Two and 1 on Vaughn. And Abbott's pitch. It's down and away with a changeup. Count goes to 3-1 on Vaughn.
And that was one of those collisions where as you're laying on the ground, you start taking inventory of what feels okay, because he impacted the wall in so many different ways.
3-1 pitch to Andrew Vaughn. It is low for ball 4. He tried to change up on 3-1. It's the second walk of the inning for Andrew Abbott. Another ortho ASAP free pass. And Garrett Mitchell digs in. 2 for 4 with an RBI last night for Mitchell. Got the Brewers on the board back in the second inning yesterday. And then singled as part of that 4-run fourth. Pitch to Mitchell. Ground ball left side. That's a base hit. Pick up right where they left off last night. The Brewers, who pounded out 14 hits last night. It's their second hit of this inning. Just peppering the vacant areas of that Reds defense. 7th man to hit of the inning is Gary Sanchez.
Taking a pretty good bite out of Abbott right now. 26 pitches.
On a hot night. Starter last night, Rhett Lauder, went just 4 2/3 innings. Luckily, Julian Garcia picked up the last 2 2/3 out of the pen. But nonetheless, the Brewers have Abbott right where they want him. Gary Sanchez at the plate. 8 home runs, driven in 22. Here's the pitch. And it's taken for a wide strike and a challenge from Gary Sanchez.
Pitch was called a strike. Batter's down.
I think he's going to win it. All ABS challenges brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. And he did win it.
Call was overturned. Milwaukee has 2 challenges remaining.
Wham! So 1-0 on Gary Sanchez. The Brewers have both their challenges remaining. The pitch. Fly ball foul. Now there's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You and I weren't working together Monday when Gary challenged. I think it was Monday. Maybe it was Sunday when we were together, but he challenged and he was walking towards first base as he's challenging. He was so sure.
Yeah, that was Sunday.
Didn't go his way.
It did not. It was definitely strike 3. He was very confident, though, and I appreciate the confidence.
Body language was good.
The 1-1 to Sanchez. High fly to center. Got under it. McLean is there and makes the play. Brewers get a couple of runs. Sac fly by Bowers. RBI ground out by Contreras. It's 2-0 as we go to the second. Good guys out front on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance. Shopping.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA. Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
You gotta ask yourself, want to talk about the time you lived in the greatest city on earth, or still live in it? In the city where a matinee leads to 2 a.m. tacos, your New York era can last a lifetime. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy can help you become a forever New Yorker. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Wednesdays are for unwinding and for wine. At P.F. Chang's, your midweek reset just got better because...
Shane Drowan now working with a 2-0 lead. As we go to the second inning, Tyler Stevenson, Noelvi Marte, and Ivan Johnson scheduled for the Reds. Brewers bullpen has been fantastic in this series. 7 innings they've covered in the first 2 games of this set. They've allowed just 4 hits, no runs. Have not walked a batter, by the way, and struck out 8. That's the Brewers bullpen so far. Starters have been equally as good. The starters against the Reds this year have allowed just 5 runs in 27 1/3 innings against Cincinnati. Didn't allow any in the series in the Queen City of Ohio. Shane Drowan's first pitch to Tyler Stevenson misses outside. Ball 1. 29 pitches for Andrew Abbott in that first inning. And Shane Drowan threw just 12. Stevenson takes inside and low. Ball 2. Two 2-0 on Stevenson. Here comes Drowan. And that's at the knees for a strike, and it's 2-1.
That's what made Sproat's performance last night so impressive. He had that 32-pitch first inning and still gets an out in the 6th. Odds wouldn't have been great for that after that first inning.
2-1 is inside, and we talked to Pat Murphy about that. Very easily, the Brewers could have said, all right, 5 innings, you did your job, you gave up 1 run, 90-some-odd pitches. As the 3-1 to Stevenson as a ground ball hit towards short and past Pratt for a base hit. Had him played to pull. Stevenson, the second hit for Cincinnati tonight. But I asked Murph, I said, what did it mean not only to Brandon Sproat but to the coaching staff to have Sproat go out there for the 6th inning? And he said, we're trying to push these guys. Listen, 100 pitches is just a number. It's not necessarily a, oh my gosh, we have to go take this guy out at 100 pitches. They're still trying to build Brandon Sproat up and get him through and push him a little more. And I think that was a big test for him last night. As this one is up and in on Noelvi Marte. And even after surrendering back-to-back doubles to De La Cruz and Stewart in the 6th inning, Chris Hook went out before the at-bat with J.J. Bleday and said, all right, you're still in there. Keep going. And he struck out Bleday, and then his day ended. Marte hooks one down to the left field corner, and it is a fair ball, they say, and gone. Off the foul pole and out of the ballpark. Noelvi Marte hits a 2-run home run, and he ties the game just like that. Third base umpire Mark Ripperger was on the call. It definitely ricocheted and then kicked back into the field of play, but Marte hits a 2-run home run. And the Reds are right back in it. Shane Drowan allowed just 3 home runs in the month of June. Starts off July as Marte hits one right off the post. Just inside the post. Ivan Johnson made his big league debut last night. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
You're talking about Sproat. And think about his start in Vegas and the start in Cincinnati. They could have pushed him and had him go back out there and try to work the 7th inning.
Pitches a strike on Johnson
in those starts, but they made a collective decision that we want him to leave this game feeling good. Well, a couple of starts out of 3 where that was the case, and last night was the night where they said, all right, now we're going to kind of put the hammer down a little bit with Sproat.
Johnson pops it up. Shallow left, couple steps into the outfield is Pratt and makes the catch. It's a good opportunity for him. It was a great move, and I think he gets better because of that.
Development, we say this all the time, but development doesn't stop when you get to the big leagues. There's still a lot of development that happens in young players. I think the Brewers do as good of a job as anybody at developing guys once they get here to the big leagues.
Matt McLain digs in and takes ball one from Drowan. Always trying to get better, no matter how good you are. 1-0 pitch to McLain is a swing and a miss for a fastball right by him at 96. One, swing and a miss again through a fastball by him. 1-2. McLain in the number 8 spot tonight for Terry Francona. Right-handed hitter and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a slider. Second strikeout for Shane Drowan. Another Ortho ASAP strikeout. 2 away for Edwin Arroyo. Before the first pitch and after the final out, give your ride an all-star clean at Tsunami Express. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers. Edwin Arroyo hits from the right side of the plate against Drowan, and his first pitch misses high for ball one. Two-2 game in the top of the second inning. The 1-0 wave and a miss by Arroyo. Brewers scratching and clawing their way to a couple of runs. One swing for the Reds, and they get 2. But they have been very reliant on the home run ball all year. Arroyo swings and misses. Almost went down to a knee after that cut. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Drowan has his sign from Sanchez. They're going to go in on Arroyo. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out. Missed his spot, but Arroyo strikes out. Third strikeout of the game for Drowan. Reds draw even with a 2-run home run by Noel V. Marte. We go to the bottom of the second inning. A 2-2 game on the Brewers Radio Network presented by American Family Insurance.
Building what's next together. It won't be just a place. It's where we'll belong. Sports, entertainment, and education. So many places to have fun. All being built to bring Middlesex County together. This is where our teams will win. Our families and friends will gather. Our memories will live. This is ours. A new destination coming to Middlesex County. Building what's next together. Learn more at discovermiddlesex.com/destination.
Your Castle Craven here. Idea. What if we go to White Castle for the new garlic parm chicken sliders with juicy chicken, crispy onions, and garlic parm sauce? What if we go now?
At participating castles for a limited time while supplies last. Tax not included. White Castle. Crave thy castle.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparents who bolted to the burbs or the cool relatives still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker, too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Are you ready to take a swing at base balderdash? Today's phrase is cup of coffee. Do you know what it means? Cup of coffee. A short time spent by a minor leaguer in the major leagues. Just enough time for a proverbial cup of coffee.
Back in the big leagues for the first time since a cup of coffee in 2022.
2-2 game as we play in the bottom of the second inning. Brewers and Reds. Andrew Abbott will deal with 8-9-1. Pratt, Ortiz, and Churio. Abbott just finishing up his warm-up routine as Stevenson tosses one down to second base. July number 1 today. How do we get to July so fast? Feels like we just got going. Over the hump of the midway point of the season, a roller coaster. We just went up the first step, and now we're going down. Cooper Pratt, after a day off yesterday, will dig in against Andrew Abbott. Pitch number 30 in the game for Abbott is a strike at the knees on the outside corner with a fastball at 92.
We'll get to the All-Star break. There will be 66 games remaining when we start the quote-unquote second half.
That is wild. Ground ball, third base side. It's a fair ball. Up with it, Stewart throws on the run, and Steer held the bag. Pratt is out. Pratt still searching for his first hit against the Reds. We'll have to wait till his next plate appearance. One away for Joey Ortiz. He's had a great series. 3 out of 8. A homer. He's driven in 4. 2-run single in last night's game. Tonight playing over at third base with Pratt starting at short. First pitch to Ortiz is a ball off the outside corner, 1-0. Baseball and Usinger's bratwurst. There's nothing better, I promise you. Unless it's a Usinger brat served with Pine River cheese spreads. And that one's down low on Ortiz. 2 balls and no strikes. Spicy beer. That sounds like a great cheese. Mm-hmm. And then you chase it with a giant bowl of Cedar Crest sea salt caramel ice cream.
Elephant tracks.
I hammered some elephant tracks today. The 2-0 is fouled to our right. Ooh, look out. Fans just walking over in the loge level, almost caught a stray there. 2 balls and a strike on Joey Ortiz. No matter what your flavor palette is, if it's Usinger, Cedar Crest, and Pine River, you're in good shape. Ortiz blasts one towards right center. Towards the warning track. McLean makes the catch on the run. Takes an extra base hit away from Joey Ortiz. Well struck, but McLean, a shortstop by trade, made the play. He was shading towards the right center field gap. The only reason he was able to run that one down.
This is his first start ever in center field tonight.
Well, we saw him there at the end of the game last night. McLean looked like a center fielder on that play. They may see him out there a bit more as Jackson Churio drew a walk his first time, takes a curveball up and out for ball 1. Want to know the count? Abbott wheels and deals to the plate, and it's a strike at the knees. Just did clip the bottom of the zone. 1-1 on Jackson Churio. Walked and scored on the ground out by William Contreras. 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's a cut fastball in on his hands. Abbott did not throw a cutter in the first inning. Busted one out on Jackson Churio to get ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. After a 29-pitch first inning, this is pitch number 10 in the second. 1-2 coming. Change up, down, and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two coming back. Curveball hit foul just to our right. Fan missed it. And then it hit the seats and then back into the field level. Two balls, 2 strikes. Abbott throws again to Jackson Churio. Up and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The fan that missed it has pigeon on his back, and I'm curious if that is the American Family Field Pigeon Twitter account.
I was wondering the same thing.
3-2 pitch. It's outside, and Churio draws his second walk of the game.
Send a runner down there and ask him. He's not that far away. Kent.
Zippy, get on down there. Here's Turang. He doubled back in the first inning. Chourio with 2 walks against Andrew Abbott. Out of the stretch goes Abbott. The pitch is down low and in the dirt, knocked down by Stevenson. 1 ball, no strikes. I mean, it seems like an odd coincidence is all.
Yeah. Who puts Pigeon on the back of their jersey unless their last name is Pigeon?
Maybe he's French and it's Pigeon. The 1-0 is high. 2 balls, no strikes.
Fair point. I mean, we don't know. Could be that.
I'm going to lean on the option A.
Pigeon.
It's Pigeon.
I'm with you.
2-0 pitch is low. 3 balls, no strikes. I'm sure
it could just be pronounced Piggion.
It could be.
It's the last name. It's just Piggion.
I got a feeling somebody or multiple people in our algorithm will let us know.
Yeah.
Here's the 3-0 pitch, and it's inside. He walked them on 4 straight. Already the 4th walk by Andrew Abbott. Abbott thought it was a strike, and Stevenson did not challenge it. He was better for not challenging. The 4 walks have matched a season high. He's walked 4 in 2 previous appearances. But now it's Contreras with 2 away. They're running that pitch count up again. He could have been out of this inning in 10 pitches or fewer. First offering to William Contreras is a ball off the outside corner. Contreras' lifetime against Abbott, 5 for 17 coming in, including a home run and a double. He's got good speed on the base paths. Chourio at second, Turang at first. The pitch is a strike. Changed up on him. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch, I should say. Roller foul behind home plate. Jake Bauers on deck. Contreras down in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch number 50 about to be thrown by Andrew Abbott. It'll be a short outing for Abbott tonight, one would think. 1-2 coming. Ground ball hit towards the middle, and De La Cruz knocks it down. Everybody's safe. De La Cruz just saved a run. Just by getting to that ball and keeping it on the infield, Chourio couldn't score. Bases are loaded for Bauers. That's a sneaky good play from Ellie De La Cruz, and one that could determine the outcome of this game. So Bauers hits with the bases loaded. He had a sacrifice fly in his first plate appearance. Bauers takes strike 1. Bauers with the bases loaded this year is 2 for 9. He's got a double in that mix. 4th most plate appearances with the bases loaded. The pitch low and in the dirt and knocked down by Stevenson. That almost went through his wickets. Career high 15 home runs for Jake Bauers, just over halfway through this season. 2-2 game. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Abbott. It's a strike on the inside corner with a fastball. So many sweepers in that first plate appearance did Bauers. He's seen 2 fastballs. Had a tough time pulling the trigger on either of them. Now you battle. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Down and away. Threw him another fastball, that time in 93. 2-2. "54 pitches for Andrew Abbott, working out a huge sweat. The pitch. Check, swing, and a challenge from Stevenson.
Pitch is called a ball. The pitch is challenging.
And I think he's going to miss it. And if he does, I believe the Reds are out of challenges. Yes. He was swung.
1 challenge remaining.
One challenge remaining for Cincinnati. Big pitch. Didn't miss by much, but it missed. Everybody will run with the delivery from Andrew Abbott. Churio from third. Terang from second. Contreras from first. Abbott from the stretch. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball in the outer part of the plate, and Abbott gets out of it. The Brewers strand 3 in that second inning. We go to the third. 2-2 game on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
I'm Josh. Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparents who bolted to the burbs or the cool relatives still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Now when you play Powerball, add Double Play for only $1 more. Your numbers will be entered into the Double Play drawing for a chance to win up to $10 million. Double the play for just $1 more. If only everything good could be doubled. Double vacation days. Double desserts. Double your favorite dog, Dolly. Double your play with Powerball Double Play for just $1 more.
Try it today. New York Lottery. Can you imagine? Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back.
.com today.
Third inning, a 2-2 game between the Brewers and the Reds. Top of the order coming up for Cincinnati. And to call the action for you, here's Lane.
All right, thank you very much, Jeff. As Jeff just said, top of the order, so De La Cruz, Stewart, and Steer to hit for Cincinnati. Here in the top of the third inning, throwing 30 pitches. Had that very efficient first inning. A little lengthier second inning, but still in very good shape as he toes the rubber to begin this third inning. De La Cruz steps in there. Strikeout victim back in the first, 0 for 1 tonight. And Drowan's first offering is in there with a slider for strike one. De La Cruz has had a good series. 3 for 10 of the series. Had the home run. And he's driven into the 0-1 is a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And maybe as important as any of that, besides the 2-run home run, was the play he just made to keep the ball on the infield on the ground ball from Contreras in the second inning. That definitely saved a run. No balls and 2 strikes here on De La Cruz. Drowan brings home the pitch and a swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by him at 95. It's an ortho ASAP strikeout of De La Cruz. The second time he struck him out tonight. And the 4th strikeout of the night for Drowan. And there's one away for Sal Stewart. Whether you're crossing the state line or just going cross town, Club Citgo can save you money on every fill-up along the way. Like 3 cents off every gallon every day. First pitch to Stewart is in there with a slider for strike one. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Stewart, base hit back in the first. It extended his hitting streak to 7 games. Drowan's pitch missed outside with a changeup. It's 1-1. He has 4 hits in the series. This would be one of the, if not the front runner for National League Rookie of the Year. 1-1. That is a strike at the knees, but it's challenged by Stewart.
Pitch a strike, the batter's challenge.
And he's going to lose this one, and they're going to be out of challenges this time. This one was Low actually is going to win it. I'm sorry. This is Low. He's going to win it.
Call's overturned. Cincinnati still has one challenge.
So forget everything I said. Sal Stewart was right. Challenge is brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and they hold on to the challenge. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count here. And the pitch. Ground ball left side. Gobbled up by a sliding Ortiz. Spins and throws to first, and a nice dig by Vaughn. Oh, wow. Joey Ortiz is like he's never left third base. Played it all of 2024, moved to short last year, and he's a shortstop playing third base right now. Ranging to his left, had to go into a slide. Fields it, spins and throws, and a really nice pick by Vaughn on the receiving end of that play. And there's 2 outs. Here's Spencer Steer. First offering from Drowan is dropped in there with a curveball for strike 1. I mean, you cannot overstate what Joey Ortiz gives you defensively. Whether it's short or at third, the 0-1. Fouled out of play first base side, no balls and 2 strikes. In some ways, I think when you put him at third, it's more impressive because he makes plays that no third baseman make. At short, he'll make flashy plays, but you're used to seeing a little bit more flash at times from that position. No balls and 2 strikes on Steer. Drowan brings home the pitch, and he struck him out swinging. Sinker at 94 at the bottom, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Drowan in the top of the 3rd. Another Ortho ASAP strikeout. We go to the bottom of 3. It's tied at 2 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Build and run apps, agents, and AI on your data with Databricks. The Databricks platform is the open lakehouse architecture for enterprise data and AI. Real-time data apps, AI agents, conversational analytics. From development to production, it all happens on one platform. That's why 70% of the Fortune 500 choose Databricks. See what your data knows. Databricks.com.
I'm Kiana, and I leveled up my business with Shopify. Once I figured out that Shopify was a thing, I never turned back. I can create a site with my eyes closed. Shopify thinks ahead of us, and it thinks about the customer more than anything. Every day I'm thinking about some other new business, but Shopify is doing it to me because it's so easy to use. It's like I can't stop. I'm addicted.
Start your free trial at Shopify.com.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparents who bolted to the burbs or the cool relatives still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker, too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out.
We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, tied at 2. Brewers and Reds. Andrew Abbott in his 56 pitches through 2 innings out there on the mound for Cincinnati. The 1-2-3 flawless inning from Drowan. Brought to you by Carbless Premium Cocktails in a Can, a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Stock up for your next tailgate and grab a pack of Carbless at your local retailer or find cans right here at American Family Field. Carbless, less is more. Andrew Vaughn to lead things off for the Crew. It'll be Vaughn, Mitchell, and Sanchez to hit for the Brewers against Abbott. Vaughn worked a walk back in the 1st inning. Abbott's first offering is in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Fastball at 91. Told you Abbott made his debut against the Brewers in June of 23. Faced him a handful of times over the course of the 23 season. Swing and a miss for Vaughn, and it's 0-2. Faced the Brewers 3 times last year. The Brewers got after him in Cincinnati the first time. Then he threw 7 shutout against the Brewers. The next time, and then kind of a middling start, if you will, in September here in Milwaukee. Vaughn watches that pitch down low. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Vaughn hitting .339 on the year. And he has been dominating lefties all year long. 1-2 is a called third strike. A fastball at 92. Caught the inside edge. Vaughn will not challenge. It was a very good pitch from Abbott. Vaughn strikes out looking. There's one away now for Garrett Mitchell. Heading to a Brewers game, Potawatomi Sportsbook will get you there. Make any purchase or same-day bet for a shuttle wristband. Space is limited. Visit Potawatomi.com for details. Abbott's first pitch to Mitchell is down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Garrett with a base hit back in the first. He is 3 for 5 in this series. 1-0 pitch to Mitchell. Swing and a miss. At a sweeping fastball, it's 1-1. Sanchez in the on-deck circle. A 2-2 ball game. We're in the bottom of the third inning here at American Family Field. Abbott's 1-1 pitch is a check swing, and he went. They appeal to third. Mark Ripperger says that Mitchell did not hold. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count here on Garrett Mitchell. 1 away and nobody on. Abbott out of the windup, brings home the 1-2 pitch, and that one's lined down the left field line. It is into the corner. It is a fair ball. Extra bases for Garrett Mitchell. Strolling into second with a 1-out double. $75 to the MAC Fund, courtesy of Westman, the Silver Lining. And how about Garrett Mitchell? 2 for 2 off the lefty tonight for G. Mitch. That is a sign you like to see if you're the Brewers. And Pat Murphy talks about it all the time. Can't get better against lefties if you don't face lefties. Mitchell came into the night hitting just .196 against left-handed pitching. But he's had a good night against Abbott so far, and now here's Gary Sanchez. Mitchell never faced Abbott before tonight. Abbott looks back at Mitchell, spins and throws that way, gets up into center field, and Mitchell will sprint to third. Now he threw the throw behind Mitchell, so Arroyo had to try to reach through him to make the catch, and it ended up in center field, and the Brewers get an extra 90 feet. And now that changes this at bat for Gary. The infield will have to come in for the Reds. Hit something in the air, preferably if you're Gary Sanchez, to the outfield. The pitch, and Gary took low. That was a changeup. It was over the plate, but down below the zone. 1 ball and no strikes on Sanchez. Abbott comes set just above the belt, and the 1-0 pitch. That's high. It's 2-0. Four-seam fastball at 93 from Abbott, who is at 66 pitches now. Actually, that last one 67. 2-0 pitch. Down and in. It's 3 balls to no strikes. You've got Cooper Pratt in the on-deck circle. They get a runner at third and just 1 out here. Abbott's 3-0 pitch. That is low with a changeup. He didn't seem to want to challenge Gary much there. And before Pratt steps in there, 10 for ID on the Brewers Radio Network. With Jeff Levering and Kent Sommerfeld, Lane Grindle with you here tonight from American Family Field. A 2-2 ball game in the bottom of the third. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Pratt bunting, and it's a good one up the first baseline. Fielded by Steer. He flips home, and they got him. What a play by Spencer Steer. Goodness. It was a good bunt up the first baseline by Pratt, but Steer saw it, came charging, fielded, and flipped out of his glove. But the Brewers are going to challenge this. The Brewers are going to challenge this. Let's see the replay here. He bunted it up the first baseline. Steer came in, flipped it right straight from the glove, and Mitchell slid into the foot of Stevenson And I think
Milwaukee is challenging both the blocking violation and the out at home plate. The previous play is under review.
And you could see Pat Murphy and read his lips. He said crew chief to Dan Bellino. So that part of it is the blocking of the plate, one would think. I actually think he might even just be safe altogether. He kind of slid through the foot of Stevenson. It looks like the left foot might get to the plate before the tag is put on him by Stevenson. This challenge brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. A couple of different chances for the Brewers to get this thing overturned here. Still taking a look at it back in New York. He got the foot down, it looks like, for Garrett Mitchell. And on top of that plate, and he almost took the left foot out of Stevenson on his way to the plate. That all happened, I think, before the tag gets on his backside by Stevenson. Stevenson tagged him as he went by. And it's bang, bang. It's really close. This is going to take a while. It already has taken a while for New York. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin don't play games, just straightforward pricing, premium quality, trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today. And they are still looking at this back in New York. Again, there's two parts to this for them in New York. Is he just safe? Was there a violation of blocking the plate by Stevenson? You rarely see that get called. But I think the bigger question is he safe anyway, and does it even matter? His foot was in the way of Mitchell as he slid to the plate, but did the throw bring him there? There might be an argument for that. And they're still looking at this in New York. This is one of the lengthier challenges we have seen all season long. New York really having a difficult time figuring this one out. And the longer it goes, the more you are concerned that it's going to stand. And the call was out at home. What we have seen, I feel like there's enough to say that he got in there before the tag. But it's so close, and oftentimes when it's this close, if there's any kind of doubt, they'll just stick with whatever the call was on the field. And I think the question probably is, was the foot on the plate from the very beginning when it got to the plate, or did it come down and skim across later?
Due to the fact that it was a quickly developing play, there is no violation of blocking of home plate. As far as the out call, the ruling on the field stands. The runner is out.
It's what we see so often. And I think if you had anybody watch that and say, what do you think, safe or out, and you polled the audience, you'd have more people saying safe than out. But because it was called a certain way, they stick with it, and Pat Murphy's up out of the dugout. He wants to talk to Dan Bellino about this. The explanation, you heard it on the blocking of the plate. The foot was in the way. I mean, Mitchell slid straight into the foot of Stevenson, about a foot in front of the plate. The explanation was no interference because it was such a quickly developing play. So that's what we get from New York, and it's going to be an out call on Mitchell at the plate. And you go back to the original call of just a tremendous play by Spencer Steer. So Pratt is at first on the fielder's choice. Now first and second for the Crew, with Sanchez standing at second and 2 outs, and Ortiz the batter. Abbott brings home the pitch, and Ortiz took outside. It's 1-0. Delayed the game for a little bit, so it'd been a while since Abbott had thrown a pitch. The 1-0 to Ortiz is in there at the top of the zone with a changeup for a strike. It's 1-1. Ortiz has homered off of Abbott in his career, and he nearly homered off of him back in the second inning. Hit a ball to the wall in right center. Nice play by Matt McClain. Here's the 1-1. A swing and a miss. Fastball at 92, top rail. Joey came up empty. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runners at first and second for the Crew here in the bottom of the third. Abbott looks back at second. And the pitch. That missed inside. A good take by Ortiz. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. When the game is on the line, the Brewers rely on their elite bullpen. When your oral health is on the line, rely on a WDA member dentist. To find a WDA dentist near you, go to WDA.org. Here's the 2-2 to Ortiz. And that missed down and in with a changeup. The count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sanchez at second. Cooper is at first. Brewers left them loaded in the second inning. They've got 2 on here with 2 outs in this third inning. Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball at 93 on the outside edge, and Joey slams the bat with a little bit of frustration. Brewers strand a pair in the bottom of the third. We go to the fourth inning. It's a 2-2 ball game on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
On the base. Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
You gotta ask yourself, want to talk about the time you lived in the greatest city on earth, or still live in it? In the city where a matinee leads to 2 a.m. tacos, your New York era can last a lifetime. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy can help you become a forever New Yorker. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Hear me out. What if we go to White Castle and get the new garlic parm chicken sliders with juicy chicken, crispy onions, and garlic parm sauce? And what if we get the combo with 2 sliders, mozzarella sticks, and a drink? Yeah, that's a thing. And it's only $6.99. As your castle craving, it's my job to make sure you know this stuff. What if we go now?
New garlic parm chicken slider combo at participating castles for a limited time while supplies last. Tax not included. White Castle. Crave thy castle.
Ready, set, send it. Race down Pennsylvania's only mountain coaster. Feel the adrenaline as you zipline 4,000 feet through the...
It's a 2-2 ball game as we go to the top of the fourth inning here at American Family Field. Shane Drowan at 40 pitches. Just a 10-pitch third inning for Drowan, and that 1-2-3 third. He'll get Suarez, Stevenson, and Marte for the Reds here in the top of the fourth. Brewers took a 2-0 lead in this one, and then Noelvi Marte, who we just told you is due up third in this inning, hit the 2-run home run back in the second inning for Cincinnati. Now here's Suarez to lead things off for the Reds. 0 for 4 in the series. Did not play Monday night, back in the lineup last night after taking that pitch off the hand in Pittsburgh on Sunday. Drowan ready to work here in the fourth. Brings home the first pitch to Suarez and missed outside with a fastball at 94. It's 1-0. We'll have a fun one coming your way tomorrow afternoon. Chase Burns and Jacob Mizorowski. You might not find a more electric pitching matchup in baseball at any point this season than that one tomorrow here at the ballpark. Swing and a miss for Suarez. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Suarez 0 for 1 tonight, a fielder's choice back in the first. Swing and a miss. And a slider in on him, and it's 1-2. Brewers have had base runners galore so far tonight. There's been some base runners for the Reds, too. A lot of traffic in this game. 1-2 pitch. That missed down and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Drowan did have the 1-2-3 third inning. Trying to build off that momentum here in the fourth. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he missed inside. The count is full now, 3-2. Brewers took the first 2 games of this series. They, of course, swept Cincinnati in Cincinnati last week, so they're 5-0 against the Reds this year. Swinging him as he struck him out. Got him with a slider. Ortho ASAP strikeout number 5 for Drowan. And there's one away here in the 4th for Cincinnati as Tyler Stevenson comes to the plate. The Brewers now, if you go back to 2021, I should say that was the 6th strikeout for Drowan. If you go back to 2021, they are 50-19 against the Reds. Stevenson swings on it and fouls it back into the net. It's 0-1. 50-19 against a divisional opponent. I mean, that's just, it's hard to explain it. A 1. Checked on a strike anyway. And it's no balls and 2 strikes on Stevenson. And it's not like the Reds in that stretch have had a bunch of losing seasons. They've had some competitive teams in that stretch. A playoff team a year ago. 21 team was in playoff contention. No balls and 2 strikes on Stevenson. As Drowan brings home the pitch. And he nailed the outside corner. Sinking fastball at 95. He strikes out Stevenson. Strikeout number 7 for Drowan here tonight. And he's retired the first 2 via the Ortho ASAP strikeout. Here's Noel V. Marte, who is the reason this game is tied. His 2-run home run back in the 2nd inning. First pitch from Drowan is up and in, and it's 1-0. Reminder from Schneider and their professional truck drivers. Large trucks need more time to stop. Give them space and stay safe. 1-0 pitch. Strike at the knees. Fastball at 94. It's 1-1. He's had good fastball command tonight. Seen him work that slider in there. A couple of curveballs here and there. He's attacked and worked ahead. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back. Another fastball at 95. It's 1-2. He has struck out 6 of the last 7 batters that he's faced, as Shane Drowan. And now Marte will use his timeout and climb back into the box here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a fly ball into center. Playable for Mitchell in a couple steps. Now a couple of steps back. He's there to make the catch. And another 1-2-3 inning for Drowan. He's retired 9 in a row as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Tied at 2 on the Brewers Radio Network. Presented by American Family Insurance.
Life's better.
Now this is a road trip.
I think we turn right up here.
Turn left.
There's a shortcut if we go right.
Turn left.
I think she knows.
Dude, trust me.
Turn around.
Finding your own way. The Poconos rolling into Patchwork Farms, horse-drawn buggies, and a town that smells of cocoa. You'll find Baymont by Wyndham along the way, where you can rest up, recharge, and get back on the road to keep earning points with Wyndham Rewards. Book now at wyndhamhotels.com.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparents who bolted to the burbs, or the cool relatives still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker, too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Guess who said the following?
Once I caught it, I didn't know Bryce made it around second. I thought he was halfway, and I just had to get it.
Radio Network.
You're killing me, Smalls.
The 4th inning here at American Family Field. Andrew Abbott's at 75 pitches through 3 innings tonight. That's the good news for the Brewers. They probably feel like they should be ahead at least 3-2 right now. But the good news for the Brewers is they're going to get into this Reds bullpen, which has been depleted anyway. And they've been into it the first couple of nights of this series, especially last night. So some underlying currents of this game certainly working in the Brewers' direction, one would imagine, as Jackson Chourio will lead things off against Abbott here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Brewers honored Steve Vick, a medic during Vietnam. 2 Bronze Star medals today here at the ballpark. Great ovation from the crowd as always. First pitch to Chourio is outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. A reminder that retired veterans can turn to Network Health for affordable and reliable health plans tailored to meet your needs. Find the coverage you need and health plan experience you want with Network Health. 1-0 is popped up. This one on the left side. Out into shallow left center goes De La Cruz, the shortstop, to make the catch. And there's one away in the Brewers' half of the fourth inning. That's one of the quickest outs that Abbott has gotten in this entire game so far. Learn more at networkhealth.com/veterans. Here's Bryce Terang. Had the double back in the first inning, walked in the second inning. Brewers hoping that this series is the series that gets Terang going again. Pitch missed outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0 to Terang. Ground ball to first. Played behind the bag by Steer. He'll win the race there and retire Terang for the second out. So 2 quick outs for Abbott. We were just talking about how his pitch count was climbing. He is approaching 80 pitches here in the fourth, so still not anywhere close to being in good shape. But he really needed a quick inning, and he's been able to get the first 2 outs on a total of 4 pitches here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's William Contreras. 2 productive at-bats for him tonight. An RBI ground out and an infield single. First pitch to him is fouled out of play first base side. And it's 0-1. Contreras 5, now 6 for 19 against Abbott in his career. The pitch, a ground ball back up the middle. Played by the second baseman Arroyo, flips it over to first in time, and a very efficient 1-2-3 inning for Andrew Abbott, something he desperately needed. We go to the 5th inning, tied at 2 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Nothing says great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
And Alex lines this into left center field. That's a base hit. Fisher around third and coming home. Ethier up with the baseball. The throw to the plate. Not in time. Astros win. Astros win. Alex Bregman comes through with a walk-off RBI single. And the Astros win 13-12 in 10. They lead the World Series 3-2.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Guess who said the following?
This moment is great. I mean, I have to thank God first, my family, my wife, my kids, parents, the organization, the fans.
That's Mariano Rivera after he became the all-time career saves leader. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com. Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is gopher ball. Do you know what it means? Gopher ball, a pitch that is hit for a home run. It's an alteration of a pitch that will gopher extra bases.
Steven Wilson, on the first pitch he throws, gives up the gopher ball.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network.
We are tied at 2 as we enter the 5th inning here at American Family Field, and back in with the play-by-play. Here's Jeff Levering.
Thank you so much, Lane. Shane Drowan is on one right now. 9 consecutive batters retired after the 2-run home run by Noelvi Marte in the 2nd inning. He'll face the bottom third of the order, Johnson, McLean, and Arroyo. A game that's tied 2 apiece. Just the 3 hits allowed by Shane Drowan. He has struck out 7, which matches a career high. Struck out 7 earlier this year against the Philadelphia Phillies. It was the last time that Drowan got a decision. It was a loss against the Phillies. Ended up being a 9-8 loss. Here's Ivan Johnson. And the first pitch to him misses outside with a slider. Just 54 pitches for Shane Drowan through his 4 innings of work. Stark contrast what Andrew Abbott put together as Johnson hits one to right. Back is Bowers on the warning track, reaches up and makes the catch. Ball had some carry on it from Ivan Johnson, bidding for his first big league hit, but Bowers ran it down, 1 away. 10 straight retired by Shane Drowan. Now it's McLean who struck out. Drowan has not walked a batter. It's been pretty consistent for Brewers starters recently. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike. 1 strike and nothing on Matt McLean. Sproat walked 2. And Gasser walked 1 in the opener on Monday. A 1 pitch. Lofted to left, not deep. In comes Chourio. A couple of steps, makes the catch. 2 quick outs for Shane Drowan. Edwin Arroyo, the hitter. Quick vibe check. A cooler full of Busy Hard Seltzer. That's a big vibe. Busy Hard Seltzer, the seltzer that passes the vibe check. Arroyo struck out back in the 2nd inning. Thus far, just a 4-pitch inning from Shane Drowan. Pitch to Arroyo. Line drive, and in and out of the glove of Pratt. Could have been a 5-pitch inning. Should have been a 5-pitch inning, but Pratt couldn't hang on. And the inning will continue to Ellie De La Cruz. It will be a base hit for Edwin Arroyo. That seemed to be a pretty makeable play by Cooper Pratt, just leaning over and off the tip of his glove. That's a play that he makes 999 times out of 1,000. Not a hard hit ball either. So it goes as a base hit for now, as De La Cruz, who has struck out twice against Drowan, gets an opportunity to hit. The pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. De La Cruz in this series, 3 out of 11. Arroyo's got good speed. He's over at first base. Drowan from the stretch. Deals on 0-1 to De La Cruz. And he missed outside. Tried to change up. I have a tough time putting that one in pen on my score sheet. I'm with you. Regardless, a play that should have been made, but for Drowan, stoic as always out there on the mound. 1-1, a toss to first. Arroyo back standing. Hot, muggy night. Game time temperature was 91 at 7:10 p.m. I was told it was supposed to cool off tonight. How much, I don't know, but cool off. The 1-1. Off the inside corner for a ball.
It hasn't cooled off at all for about 4 straight days.
Toasty. Walk outside. Instant sweat. 2-1 on De La Cruz. The pitch. Outside. 3 balls and a strike. He's got the number 2 hitter, Sal Stewart, on deck. He's had 2 of the better at-bats against Drowan tonight. Dangerous count, 3-1. Drowan again looks over at first base, kicks and throws to De La Cruz, and drops in a breaking ball for a strike. Count is full. Arroyo will have a head start from first. Game tied 2 apiece. Top half of inning number 5. Brewers will have the middle of the order scheduled in the 5th. Drowan's 3-2. And a liner into left. Chourio has to field it on a bounce. Arroyo digging for third. He'll get there. Throw goes to second. Got to keep that batter runner out of scoring position. Curveball in the inner part of the plate. And De La Cruz lashes a single. And now Sal Stewart with 2 on and 2 out. Wanted it down and in. It was left up by Shane Drowan. Well, certainly the play that should have been made by Cooper Pratt out at short, extending this inning on Drowan. Gary Sanchez has a quick word with Shane before this sequence was Stewart. Singled to left in the first inning and then was robbed of a hit by Joey Ortiz over at third. .64 pitches now for Drowan. No problems there in the pitch count department. Stewart waiting. Drowan deals. And he's got a strike on the corner, and Stewart will challenge. He missed a challenge earlier in the game. And I think he's going to miss this one too. Challenge brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and whammy!
The call is confirmed. Cincinnati out of challenges.
No more challenges for the Reds. About a quarter of the baseball in the strike zone. And Sal Stewart, who leads the big leagues in challenges, has missed 2 tonight. Here's the 0-1 from Drowan. Swing and a miss. He was late on that fastball. It's 0-2. So a backdoor slider for strike 1, a fastball at 95 for strike 2. Where does Drowan go with Gary Sanchez? Looking to get out of this jam. First and third with 2 away for the Reds. Drowan's pitch. Ground ball hit to third. Ortiz has it. Goes the short way, and they get De La Cruz. Inning over. Bend but don't break for Shane Drowan. Strands a pair of Reds halfway home. It's a 2-2 game on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
You gotta ask yourself, want to talk about the time you lived in the greatest city on earth, or still live in it? In the city where a matinee leads to 2 a.m. tacos, your New York era can last a lifetime. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy can help you become a forever New Yorker. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Now this is a road trip.
I think we turn right up here.
Turn left.
There's a shortcut if we go right.
Turn left.
I think CMJ.
Andrew Abbott back to work for the Cincinnati Reds. Brewers will send the middle of their order to the plate, starting with Bowers, then Vaughn and Mitchell. Got a note from Major League Baseball. They used to send these out on all the replay challenges over the last few years about that play at the plate. That no interference was called on the catcher for blocking of the plate. I think that's true. As the pitch to Bowers is a strike. Bowers struck out with the bases loaded back in the second inning. He also has a sacrifice fly, 0 for 1 officially. Additionally, the replay official could not definitively determine that the runner contacted home plate prior to the catcher applying the tag. So that is why the call stood as out at home rather than being overturned. I don't know. It was close. Here's the 1-1. Ooh, look out. Did he check the swing? He did check the swing. And the pitch was up and in on Jake Bauers, and he will take a walk. He almost got hit by that pitch. In fact, I'm not sure how he avoided being hit by that fastball up and in. But he didn't go, thankfully. Wretched his back. Ooh. He will use every bit of that timeout and dig back in. Two-one pitch to Bauers. Looping liner on one bounce. De La Cruz from a knee will throw across and get Bauers. Strong throwing arm from Ellie De La Cruz. So 6-3 put out here is Vaughn.
My thing on replay, and our listeners have heard me say it before, I don't love the whole language of the call stands with the call on the field if we don't have conclusive evidence. I don't think that really explains it very well.
Here's the pitch, and it's a strike on Vaughn.
It's just fancy wording for it was just close enough that we didn't want to change the call. I mean, that's basically what they mean.
Here's the 0-1, and it's fouled away. Got a piece of Stevenson.
If you took 100 people that watched that play, unbiased, knew nothing about the context of the game or anything, and just watched that play and said safe or out, I think 85 of them probably would have leaned toward safe.
Sure. The tag was up around the hip. It looked like the foot was on the bag or the plate. It basically broke Stevenson's ankle. The 0-2 bouncer right back to Abbott. He snares it and flips to first base to get the out on Vaughn. He's now away from getting through 5 innings after he was at 75 pitches through 3. But you're right, Lane. It is a slippery slope. And as soon as baseball brought the replay system in, there was going to be scrutiny.
Right.
And from the umpires' brethren that are back in Milwaukee, too, or I should say back in New York as well. Early on, I mean, you barely saw any replays get overturned because those umpires didn't want to be overturned by their peers.
Right. And I get it that there has to be some standard by which these very, very razor-thin margins, which is what most of the replays are, have to be scrutinized by.
There's a strike on Mitchell. It's 1-1.
Again, I just think that if you can watch the play and go, I'm pretty sure he's safe.
Yeah.
Just because the guy called him out on the field doesn't mean he had a better chance at it in real time than you do super slow-mo.
1-1 is up and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's where I fall on the sliding into a base. You beat the play,
right,
and then you pop off for a millisecond and are tagged out because you were not engaged with the base. I have a tough time with that one. Fly ball center field. Back McClain. It's over his head and off the top of the wall. Mitchell digging into second base. He has another double. Garrett Mitchell's 3 for 3 against Andrew Abbott. And he almost hit that ball out of the ballpark. It hit just below the yellow line in center field. Another $75 double for Garrett Mitchell. $75 for the MAC Fund, courtesy of West Bend, the Silver Lining. 2-out double, another man in scoring position for the Brewers. Hitless so far with runners in scoring position. That has been a trend for the last week, save for yesterday. Brewers 1 for 6, and the hit did not produce a run. Sanchez at the plate and takes a strike. That was the William Contreras base hit up the middle that Ellie De La Cruz made a diving stab on, kept it on the infield, and Churio could not score. 0-1 is strike 2 called. Change up on the inside corner to Sanchez. 0-2. Sanchez uses his timeout. Cooper Pratt is on deck. 2-2 the count. I should say 0-2 the count. A 2-2 game. Abbott looks at second and deals. And it's in and out of the glove of Stevenson, not very far away. Mitchell stays at second base. Bullpen is moving for Cincinnati. It's like TJ Antone gave up the home run to Joey Ortiz Monday. 1-2 the count on Gary Sanchez. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Shallow center. In comes McLean. And he puts away Sanchez and puts away the Brewers in the fifth. A 2-out double by Garrett Mitchell. He's stranded at second base on our way to the sixth. 2-2 game on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
You gotta ask yourself, want to talk about the time you lived in the greatest city on earth, or still live in it? In the city where a matinee leads to 2 a.m. tacos, your New York era can last a lifetime. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy can help you become a forever New Yorker. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
We purchased a lawn care company. We went from 5 clients to 80 clients overnight.
Whatever's next for your business, Jobber is built to grow with you. Trusted by the best in blue collar.
It all started in the city of brotherly love, the framework of a nation drafted by history's boldest visionaries.
We, the people of the United States.
Now, baseball's sharpest minds gather at the same fateful site to draft their own blueprint for success. Watch baseball write its next defining chapter, one name at a time. The MLB Draft, presented by Nippon Express. July 11th, coverage begins 1 Eastern on NBC and continues on MLB Network at 2:30.
Guess who said the following?
I just didn't want to come out. The guys kept fighting. I got to congratulate the Atlanta Braves. What a great series. I mean, they fought us tooth and nail. Perseverance, I guess. I just didn't want to quit, and somehow we figured out a way to win this thing.
That's Jack Morris after outdueling John Smoltz in Game 7 of the 1991 World Series. Catch the next great moment on the
Sixth inning in Milwaukee, 2-2 game between the Brewers and the Reds, and happy Bobby Bonilla Day for all of you who celebrate. Yeah, Bobby Bonilla woke up today with $1.19 million in his checking account from the New York Mets. 2011 through 2035. $1.19 million on July 1st every year. Only 9 more years to go on it.
He can make some plans over these next 9 years. What he wants to do with it, how he wants to invest it.
It's pretty good. It's good living. Bobby Bonilla Day. The first of the deferred contracts, at least that we know about. Yeah, right. Spencer Steers at the plate and swings and misses at the first pitch. Don't miss George Webb's double play meal deal. 7 cheeseburgers, 2 fries, just $17.99. Win, lose, home or away. Visit georgewebb.com for locations and details. 0-1 to Steer. Foul back. Lane. Just to your right, almost.
Caught it as my eyes looked up. I was looking down. That's why you said it with a panic in your voice.
Heads up. Tell you, Bobby Bonilla could get a lot of George Webb's double play meal deals.
He could.
July 1st. Pick him up for the city, Bobby Bo. Here's the 0-2 to Steer. And it skips in the dirt.
He should do that. That would be a good way for him to be popular for a very random reason in the city of Milwaukee.
Sure. 1-2 pitch. 70 pitches on the nose from Shane Drowan. Here it comes. And it's low and in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Three, 4, and 5 coming up for a third time against Drowan. 2-2. Outside from 0-2 to 3-2 on Spencer Steer. 0 for 2 today. 7 strikeouts for Shane Drowan. He's 1 away from setting a new career high. Here's the payoff. And it's low. He walked him. So Shane Drowan walks his first batter and leads things off in the 6th inning. Leadoff man on for just the second time for Cincinnati. Eugenio Suarez hits. Well, sounds of summer. You know what they are. The crack of the bat, the lawnmower cutting grass, sizzle of the grill. That's what summer sounds like. Pitch to Suarez is inside. 5 straight out of the strike zone. Summertime in Wisconsin, there's nothing better, especially when the menu includes Usinger's famous sausage. It's made right in Milwaukee, and it's simply the best you can get. Drowan's 1-0 is high. 2 balls, no strikes. That's 6 straight, and Sanchez is going to go out and chat with Shane Drowan, who's fighting his command.
Yeah, he's been a strike thrower all night until this point.
Some close pitches, but really more erratic than anything that we've seen in this game. Trying to get it done. Eugenio Suarez, one of the most prolific home run hitters in the last 10 seasons. Be careful here on 2-0. Even though Suarez has hit just 8 home runs, as Aaron Ashby grabs a baseball and begins to play catch with himself to begin. He's got that weighted ball that he will begin loosening with before grabbing the baseball. And he'll start playing catch. 2-2 game in the top of the 6th. 2-0 pitch from Drowan. Liner to left, a base hit. Churio trying to cut this ball off. He can't. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Gets to it quickly. Steer will be held at third. Throw behind him won't happen. It's a double for Suarez. Well, he was sitting dead red fastball. It's exactly what he got. And it's 2nd and 3rd with nobody out for Tyler Stevenson. Just the 2nd extra base hit of the night for Cincinnati to go along with a homer by Marte. And now Chris Hook is coming out, and he'll try and slow things down as Drowan deals with Stevenson. Trip to the mound brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Wall-to-wall screens, elite dining, over 95 kiosks. It's a fan's dream. Potawatomi Sportsbook, become a legend.
You know, this is kind of a turning point moment in this game, it feels like. Big spot to try to get out of for Drowan. He's been so sharp through the first 5 innings, really. Outside of the one mistake to Marte.
Yeah, no walks. The first 5 innings, walked the leadoff man after he was ahead, nothing in 2. Fell behind Suarez 2-0 and came back, and Suarez beat him with a ball down and in. Stevenson, the hitter, he has a base hit and a strikeout looking. He was the last strikeout for Drowan. Infield at medium depth, not all the way in. First pitch, off the plate away, ball 1. And Marte is the man who's on deck. He's had the 2 best swings against Drowan tonight. One-0 pitch. Little tapper back towards the mound. Drowan lets it go by him. Pratt will get the out at first. There's a play at home, and they've got Steer caught in a rundown. Sanchez throws. Ortiz will now throw to Pratt. He will be tagged out, and it's a double play. I'm not sure if Shane Drowan missed that ball on purpose or not, but because he did, it created so much chaos on the base paths. He missed it. Pratt picked it up, threw to first base, got the out. Suarez made one of the worst base running decisions I've ever seen, and he hung Steer out to dry between third and home. I mean, that was a disastrous bit of base running from the Cincinnati Reds.
And Steer didn't realize that Stevenson was out, and he kept trying to wave him to second base while he was in the rundown.
And now Chris Hook is coming out, and he's going to make a pitching change. Joel Kuhnel just started loosening, and he's going to get the call to face Noelvi Marte. So Drowan has an opportunity to get out of this inning, but it won't be him. It'll be Kuhnel coming in, I believe. Or maybe it's Aaron Ashby. Chris Hook signaled with his right hand, but Aaron Ashby is the one that's coming in. So Ashby is coming in. Drowan is out of this game. And no, it will be Ashby. He did signal with his right hand, but they did want Ashby out of the bullpen. Everybody was just confirming out there on the field. So Ashby is the new pitcher for the Brewers. It's brought to you by Iron Workers Local 8. Looking for a change in your career? The sky is the limit with Iron Workers Local 8. Visit IWL8.org. That's IWL8.org. Drowan is out after 5 2/3 innings. There's still a runner at third base with 2 outs. Ashby against Marte on the other side of this break.
On the baseball field, the skilled players get paid the most. The same is true in construction. Some of the most skilled players building our roads, solar farms, and stadiums are the men and women of the Wisconsin Operating Engineers. If you are ready to step up to a job where you can earn more without college debt and operate equipment like cranes, excavators, bulldozers, and drones, you're ready to join the team of Wisconsin Operating Engineers today at join139.com.
You've taught them, trained them, taken every precaution. But sometimes, despite your best efforts, someone gets hurt on the job. Because they're not perfect. They're people, and they're your people. At least you can keep them happy, healthy, and working with a workers' compensation policy from West Bend. It's how to give every problem a silver lining. West Bend, the worst brings out our best. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com.
Nothing says summer like baseball. Whether you're headed to the stadium solo or tailgating with friends, Tsunami Express Car Wash keeps your ride looking game day ready. Wash away dust, bugs, and road grime with unlimited daily washes and free vacuums as a Tsunami Express member. So before you cheer on the crew, make sure your vehicle looks as good as your game day spirit. Plans start at just $16 for your first month. Learn more at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Aaron Ashby delivers the first pitch. It's swung on and fouled off to the right side by Noelvi Marte, and it's 0-1. Ashby's been a workhorse. He's pitching in his 40th game for the Brewers. Runner at third is Eugenio Suarez. Marte takes a ball down low and in the dirt. It's blocked by Sanchez. 1-1 strike. Aaron Ashby picked up the win in game 1, his 11th of the season. Pitched a scoreless 8th inning, including facing Marte, got an infield single against him. 1-1 pitch into center, not deep. Mitchell coming in. He is there, makes the catch. Crisis averted. Drowan with an outstanding performance. Got that double play behind him, and then Ashby finishes the 6th. See if the Brewers can take the lead. 8-9-1 coming up in a 2-2 game on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparents who bolted to the burbs or the cool relatives still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
This is Service Pro Sports, and these are Jobber's blue-collar plays of the week. First up,
601.org.
T.J. Antone is the new pitcher. And the roar of the crowd you just hear is because Team USA scored another goal. They are up 2-0 against Bosnia-Herzegovina. Cooper Pratt will lead it off against the new pitcher, T.J. Antone. Takes over for Andrew Abbott, who went 5 innings, 96 pitches, allowed the 2 runs on 5 hits. Brewers had base runners all over the place. He ended up walking a grand total of 5. That's a season high in terms of walks for him. But here's Antone against Pratt. The pitch. It's breaking ball low for ball 1. No challenges for the Reds for the rest of the game, by the way. Ortiz on deck, and then Jackson Chourio against Antone in the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Mark Leonard of Milwaukee is our contestant tonight. Gift card jackpot of $250 if a member of the Brewers hits a home run this inning. $100 will be added to the total for each additional home run. Visit any participating Woodman store to enter. Service and savings, that's Woodman's. 2-0 pitch. He is up and in. 3 balls and no strikes. .30 pitch coming. And it's wide, ball 4. Leadoff man is on with a walk. The 6th walk drawn by the Brewers offense. It's brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Ortho ASAP, walk right in. There is a difference. And now it's Joey Ortiz against T.J. Antone. The rematch from a couple of nights ago where Joey Ortiz hit a 2-run homer off of him. Brewers took the lead and won the game because of that 2-run home run. And time used by Ortiz. No, we'll get a pitch timer violation. It's 0-1 as Ortiz was digging into the batter's box. It took him too long. So it's an automatic strike on Ortiz. Didn't use his timeout. So it's 0-1 on Joey. Here's the pitch. And the breaking ball misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch home is low, 2 balls and no strikes, and Antone is still yet to throw a strike in this outing.
I'm keeping that bat on my shoulder right now if I'm Joey Ortiz. Well, it's 2-1 technically though, so
his count was activated before he even stepped in the batter's box.
So you maybe can't, you don't have that same luxury.
2-1, squaring to bunt, and he bunted it up the first base line, foul, and it's 2-2. While everybody gets back to their positions, 10 seconds for station identification on the Brewers Radio Network. With Lane Grindle and Kent Sommerfeld, Jeff Levering aboard. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Joey Ortiz. And he pokes it foul right side. Good sweeper from Antone. By the way, Lane, we were talking earlier in the broadcast about our fan down in the section below us, Mr. Pigeon. It is the American Family Field pigeon.
It is?
Yes. Confirmed.
I love it.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a foul, and that one took a big bite out of Stevenson, and he seems to be okay as he grasps at his supporter and says, thank you.
How did we confirm this?
Well, it was on the old Twitter.
I saw Mr. Pigeon on his phone pretty quickly after we started talking about him.
And someone must have tipped him off. 2-2 again. Runner takes off. Swing and a fly ball to center. Not deep. McLean makes the play. Back to first goes Pratt. Yeah, he didn't mention me, but he mentioned you. Said his day was made. He got to meet the greatest of all time and fantastic human. One of our camera operators down in the field. And then was also mentioned by the radio crew at his very feeble attempt at a foul ball. We didn't really mention the attempt. We just said it got by him. So the ball was smoked. Toss to first, and back with a dive is Pratt. That was close. Terry Francona will hold things up for a moment. The tag goes up around the rear end of Pratt, and they will not challenge. Churio waits. Antone checks his runner again. Here's the pitch. Churio took a strike with a breaking ball. It's 0-1. Pratt perfect in his stolen base attempts. Here's the pitch. Hit foul. Ooh, Churio wants that one back. That was a hanger. Sweeper down the middle. And Churio had a good swing. But it's an 0-2 count on Jackson. Here's the pitch. Into center. McLean is there and makes the catch. That one off the end on a cut fastball, and Bryce Terang is the hitter. Terang has doubled, walked, and grounded to first base. The Brewers have had a ton of traffic in this game, but just the 2 runs in the first inning. RBI ground out by Contreras and a sacrifice fly by Bowers. The Brewers had the bases loaded in the second, left them loaded. Pitch to Terang. Antone delivers a strike. Bullpen is moving. Brock Burke. More than likely for Bowers and a couple of batters. Pitch to Terang is a ball off the outside corner. Antone at the belt. And the pitch. Line towards the gap in left center. McLean was playing that way and makes the catch. He has been positioned perfectly all night long. Brewers have scalded some baseballs, but right at McLean. We go to the 7th inning, a 2-2 tie on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparents who bolted to the burbs, or the cool relatives still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker, too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
As a home service pro, you always show up on time, so why wait to get paid? You're nailing every job. Why not ask for 5-star reviews? You do the early mornings and the long days. Why should you do the late nights too? This is the year you get more of what you deserve. More money, more recognition, and more balance. This is the year of the blue collar champion. Make this your year. Start your free trial today at jobber.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's time to step up to the plate and see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
Tonight I stand here.
Word.
Aaron Ashby back to work in the 7th inning. Got the final out of the 6th. He'll get the bottom of the order in the 7th. A 2-2 game between the Brewers and the Reds. Lane, take it away with the play-by-play.
All right. Thank you very much, Jeff. It's been quite a ball game here in Game 3 of this series. These two teams typically play these types of games. Brewers just usually find a way. That's been the case for the last handful of years in this season series between the Brewers and the Reds. Ivan Johnson who made his debut last night, was the final out of the game last night. Gets his first start here tonight, leads off this 7th inning, and Ashby's first pitch misses low with a sinker at 95, and it's 1-0. Johnson's switch hitter, so up there right-handed against the lefty Ashby. 1-0 pitch. Drops a breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. If you're injured, it's time to call in the right relief. Call Habish, and Rotier, serving Wisconsinites for over 95 years. National reputation, hometown service. Visit Habish.com. The pitch is down low. That was the curveball that time from Ashby. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Johnson is 0 for 2 so far tonight. The pitch. Chopper, third base side. Played with a backhand by Ortiz right at the bag. Throws across in time to Vaughn and retires Johnson. What a play by Joey Ortiz. He has put on a clinic at the hot corner. Had to charge that ball. Made it a backhanded stop right on top of the bag and then threw off balance across to first. And there's one away for Matt McLean. McLean 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout to left. Ashby's first offering is high, and it's 1-0 on McLean. A 2-2 ball game here, top of the 7th inning at American Family Field. Drowan went 5 2/3. Ashby has gone the rest of the way so far. Pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike here on McLean. McLean a couple of years ago, as the pitch is in there for a strike, it's 1-2. He came up maybe a month before Ellie De La Cruz did, and he looked like the real deal. It looked like the Reds were going to be set up the middle for some time moving forward, but McLean has had some injuries, just never has really regained his rookie year form. 1-2, did he go? They appealed to first. He sure did. It was blocked up the line by Sanchez, but McLean gives himself up as he could not check on that curveball down in the dirt. It's an ortho ASAP strikeout for Ashby. And there's 2 away for Edwin Arroyo. Nobody on here, top of the 7th inning. What a ball game it's been so far. It belongs to the bullpens. Pitch is down low with a breaking ball. Arroyo had squared to bunt, pulled the bat back. 1 ball and no strikes. Ashby's pitch. Drops a curveball in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Arroyo is 2 for 9 now in the series. Had that base hit back in the 5th. This one's popped up behind home plate and over the screen into the lower bowl. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That base hit in the 5th, pretty questionable that it was called a base hit, but we'll go with it.
Very debatable.
1-2 on Arroyo. Ashby lifts the leg in the pitch, and a swing and a miss. He got him with a curveball. Ashby with a pair of ortho ASAP strikeouts and a scoreless 1-2-3. Top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of 7, tied at 2 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
You gotta ask yourself, want to talk about the time you lived in the greatest city on earth, or still live in it? In the city where a matinee leads to 2 a.m. tacos, your New York era can last a lifetime. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy can help you become a forever New Yorker. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
It all started in the city of brotherly love, the framework of a nation drafted by history's boldest visionaries.
We, the people of grocery store, carbless. Less is more.
It's a 2-2 ball game as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning here at American Family Field. 7th inning stretch is sponsored by IslandResortGolf.com. Escape the Island Resort and Casino or Championship Golf, relaxing spa treatments, great dining, and casino excitement. Create the perfect summer getaway. Celebrating America 250 tonight here at the ballpark. We had a nice, rousing rendition of God Bless America. We're going to have fireworks after the game. USA soccer teams advancing to the round of 16. And we got America's pastime on the field here in Milwaukee, and it feels like summer. No doubt about that.
Definitely feels like summer.
It feels like summer. Brock Burke is going to take over on the mound for the Reds here for the bottom of the 7th, so they'll bring the left-hander in out of the pen to replace Antone, who worked that 6th inning. Brewers got the leadoff walk in the 6th inning, but nothing more, and they're showing the conclusion of the soccer match on the pitch in San Francisco. I'm using all my soccer lingo here. And the crowd reacting to it. 2-0 the final. They'll move on to the round of 16, and they'll play that next match in Seattle. Crowd getting into it tonight. Every time there was a goal, you could hear the crowd starting to react. And when it went final a few minutes ago, you could hear some USA chants starting to ring out throughout the ballpark here at American Family Field as well. William Contreras will lead off the 7th inning for the Crew against Burke. So they bring Burke in, and he's going to face two righties that really hit lefties in this inning in Contreras and Vaughn, who are due up. First pitch is high. It's 1-0. It'll go Vaughn, Bowers, or I should say Contreras, Bowers, and then Vaughn here in this bottom of the 7th. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that caught the inside edge for a strike. It's 1-1.
Not a huge difference between lefties and righties facing Burke, and he's one of their highest leverage guys.
1 ball and 1 strike on Contreras. The pitch. That missed inside. 2-1. I'm always curious when staffs look at splits. One, what is a big enough sample to satisfy them? Because a lot of times I think we focus in on smaller samples. 2-1. And a check swing. Did he go? He did, says Dan Merzell. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And how do they factor in the opponent in those splits, too? Where you have a guy in Vaughn due up third that has just mashed lefties all year long. Do you put any stock into that? Here's the pitch. It's fouled up and out of play first base side. And the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The short answer is yes, they take all that into consideration. To the point where you would have a headache if you knew the things that they look at and analyze. That's why they're smarter than us.
Time and place situation, part of the batting order. All the things.
Mm-hmm. Two balls and 2 strikes here on Contreras. The pitch. And a fly ball to right center field. Breaking in is Marte. He'll make the catch. And there's 1 away here in the 7th inning for Jake Bowers. Bowers 0 for 2, hit a sac fly back in the 1st inning. Brewers jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Reds got it tied up in the top of the second with a 2-run home run from Marte. That's been all the scoring tonight. It was early. There was a ton of traffic early. Burke brings home the first pitch to Bowers, and that's in there for a strike at 0-1. Brewers left 2 on in the first, left the bases loaded in the second, left 2 on in the third inning. 0-1. That's a strike at the top of the zone. It's 0-2. Stranded a pair in each of the last 2 innings as well. They've only been retired in order once. That was in the 4th inning by Abbott. No balls and 2 strikes on Jake Bowers. Burke brings home the pitch, and that's high. It's 1-2. Somebody has to blink in this one. It's been a staring match since the top of the second. Lefty versus lefty here. The 1-2 pitch missed outside with a fastball at 98. And the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Bowers, who homered last night. Two pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Ranging to his left is De La Cruz. Fields on the other side of the second base bag and throws to first and gets Bowers by a step. Good range from De La Cruz. And there's 2 down now for Andrew Vaughn. This has turned into a pitching duel tonight, and it didn't look like it was going to be that early on. He had a 29-pitch first inning from Abbott. Drouin was pretty sharp all night long. Had a little bit of trouble in that 6th, but got out of it with some help from Aaron Ashby. Pitch to Vaughn is a strike on the inside edge. It's 0-1.
Every game in this series, Lane, with the exception of last night, have been decided by 2 runs or fewer. But there might have been a 8-8 game instead of 2-2.
Right.
The way it started.
0-1. That missed inside with a slider. It's 1 ball and 1 strike on Vaughn. I think that's got to be the even more frustrating thing for the Reds in this stretch of games against the Brewers. They've been in so many of these games, and the Brewers always find some way. They do one little fundamental thing and find a way to win so many of these games. It has to be infuriating for that Reds dugout. 1-1. That missed outside with a changeup. 2 balls and 1 strike. And you probably don't want to draw too much attention to it if you're Terry Francona and the Reds. You probably don't want to hear about it, but I don't know that you could help but notice. Pitch is down and in, and it goes to 3-1 on Vaughn. They're very aware of their struggles against the Brewers. They may not want to talk about it outwardly, but they feel it. 3-1. That's a strike, and it's 3-2. As we said, some of these Reds teams have been decent teams too. A playoff team a year ago, but a big part of it is this is just the Brewers. I mean, the Brewers right now have dominated the Central. They've won the division 3 years in a row. They have won the division in part. 3-2 pitch is lined into center. That is going to drop in front of McClain, who goes into a dive, and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. And Vaughn's going to end up at second base. So McClain would have been better off pulling up and letting that one drop in front of him, but he's sold out for it. And Vaughn gets an extra 90 feet as a result of it. It'll be ruled a double for Vaughn. $75 to the MAC Fund, courtesy of Westman, the Silver Lining. So here's Garrett Mitchell. He got pretty close to it, did McClain. Closer than I would have thought off the bat. For a guy that played his first center field in the big leagues last night and got his first start today, he's impressed out there. Pitch to Mitchell is in there for a strike, 0-1. But I think given the situation, you'd want to keep Vaughn at first with 2 outs and probably pull up on that one. So Vaughn at second in scoring position here. The 0-1. And Mitchell, a liner into left center field. That's going to get down and plug the gap. Around third is Vaughn. He will score. Mitchell not stopping at second. He's digging for 3, and he's going to be in there. Brewers Brewers take a 3-2 lead on an RBI triple from Garrett Mitchell. He got a slider. It was about thigh-high outer half. He went with that pitch right there, and he smoked it at 106 into the left center gap. And how about Garrett Mitchell? He is 4 for 4 tonight. All 4 swings have come against left-handed pitchers. He came into the night hitting 196 against lefties. Gary Sanchez takes a strike, and it's 0-1.
First ever 4-hit game in the career for Garrett Mitchell. He'd had his first 3-hit game in his career earlier this season.
Give that kid a runway and watch him take off. The 0-1 to Sanchez, and he tried to check. They appealed to first. He did check, says Dan Merzell. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Triples, of course, brought to you by Steinhoffels. They donate $1,000 to Special Spaces Wisconsin to help create dream bedrooms for kids battling cancer. Steinhoffels, a proud partner of the Brewers. 1 ball and 1 strike on Sanchez. Brewers leading it 3-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch. Gary, a swing and a miss at a changeup. It's 1-2. Sanchez 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Burke looks in. And the pitch. Rolled foul. Third base side. And he stays alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. All of this has been done with 2 outs. It was the 2-out double from Vaughn. The 2-out RBI triple from Mitchell. Pierce Johnson is getting loose in the Reds bullpen. Burke looks in. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Sanchez. The pitch. That missed down and in. The count is even at 2-2. It is quiet in the Brewers pen. Ashby got the final out of the 6th. Got a 1-2-3 7th. Mitchell at third with 2 outs here. 2-2 pitch to Sanchez. It's high all the way back to the backstop. Here comes Mitchell, and he's in there safely. The ball bounced all the way back to Stevenson. He was about 3 feet from the plate when he got it. He flipped it to Burke, who never controlled it. Mitchell was going to be under any tag at that point anyway, because Mitchell never hesitated. The minute he saw it get past Stevenson, he broke for home, and the Brewers lead it 4-2. It'll be a wild pitch, charged to Burke, and it's a full count now on Sanchez. Burke looks in. The pitch. Gary took high, works the walk. Ortho ASAP walk. Terry Francona checking with Matt Tracy, and he is going to make the call to the bullpen, it would appear. On his way out of the dugout, he has made the call. Well, we've got a North Shore adult diaper pitching change. Plenty has gone wrong for the Reds in this inning. If things go wrong in your pants, you need to go to NorthShore.com. Brewers lead at 4-2, still going here in the bottom of the 7th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
High-tech data centers are critical to unlocking the power of technology to grow our economy, improve our healthcare, and transform education. And Wisconsin is quickly becoming a data center hub, which is great news for our state's skilled workers. Each data center creates about 1,800 construction jobs and then hundreds of high-paying jobs to operate it. Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now supports bringing data centers online to move our state's economy and technology forward.
Steinhoffels is a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. This season, Steinhoffels is partnering with Special Spaces Wisconsin to create dream bedrooms for children battling cancer all across Wisconsin. For every Brewers triple, Steinhoffels will donate $1,000 to Special Spaces Wisconsin. 3 bases for Special Spaces. Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress leader since 1934, is 100% employee-owned, and a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Your premier Michigan golf getaway includes rounds at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Book Monday through Wednesday for best availability. Savor elevated dining and unwind at the full-service Drift Spa between rounds. Grab quick bites in the expanded Sage Run Clubhouse or refresh overlooking the 9th and 18th at Sweetgrass. It's all part of an unforgettable golf experience at Island Resort and Casino. Plan your getaway at islandresortgolf.com.
Brewers still going here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They have plated 2 runs. They lead it 4-2. As all has happened with 2 outs here in this inning. Pierce Johnson is on to take over on the mound for the Reds. Double, RBI triple, wild pitch, and then a walk of Sanchez. And now here's Cooper Pratt, who gets greeted with the Coop. Cheers from the 30,000 plus here tonight at American Family Field. Pratt is 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Johnson kicks the leg, brings home the first pitch, and that is fouled out of play first base side. It's 0-1. A 4-2 Brewers lead. Again, it's quiet in the Brewers pen. It's going to be Ashby in the top of the 8th inning for Milwaukee. Johnson looks in. The 0-1 pitch is a tapper foul back behind home plate. And it's 0-2 on Pratt. Brewers would love a little bit more network health insurance here in this 7th inning. An insurance run or 2 would go a long way for the Brewers. They are in control now. They are in the lead position to try to take the first 3 games of this series. Still have to get 6 defensive outs, though. Johnson looks in. The 0-2. And a 2-hopper to second base. Played by Arroyo there. Throws to first in time. Takes care of Pratt. And the inning is over. But the Brewers push 2 across. They do it on 2 hits. And they strand a runner in the bottom of the 7th. We go to the 8th. A 4-2 Brewers lead on the Brewers Radio Network. Presented by American Family Insurance.
Your premier Michigan golf. Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparents who bolted to the burbs or the cool relatives still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Guess who said the following?
I know they're a good team. We played against them earlier this year. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a fight just like it was here in the ALCS. So, I'll celebrate tonight and start thinking about them tomorrow. That's
CC Sabathia after being named the MVP of the 2009 ALCS. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It all started in the city of brotherly love, the framework of a nation drafted by history's boldest visionaries.
We, the people. We go to the 8th inning here at American Family Field. The Brewers leading the Reds by a score of 4-2. Brewers have some changes. One of them is not at pitcher. Aaron Ashby stays out there on the mound for the Crew. Blake Perkins is in this game in right field, and Jake Bauers moves from right field to first base. With the play-by-play to take you the rest of the way home, here's Jeff Levering.
Thanks, Lane. Maybe a new pitcher coming in shortly as Abner Uribe is starting to loosen in the Brewers bullpen. Aaron Ashby got the last out of the 6th. All 3 outs in the 7th. He faces Ellie De La Cruz to open things up in the 8th inning, now pitching with the lead. Pitch to De La Cruz, curveball strike at the top of the zone. It's 0-1. Today's 8th inning brought to you by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council, representing 9,000 skilled union laborers throughout Wisconsin. Learn more at liunawisconsin.org and feel the power. De La Cruz took a ball, but it's challenged.
Pitcher's called a ball. Catcher's challenge.
Gary Sanchez with the challenge. Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Brock Ballew's call was correct.
It's confirmed. Milwaukee has one challenge remaining.
One challenge left. It was half an inch off the inside corner. So it's 1-1 on Ellie De La Cruz. 1-1 coming. Tap foul. Left side. Count is 1-2 on Ellie De La Cruz. 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 4 left on base for the Reds. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 10 left on base for the Brewers. And De La Cruz will use his timeout with 4 on the pitch timer. New set of signs sent out there by Gary Sanchez. And now the 1-2 pitch is a breaking ball low. When I say sending signs out there, you all know what I mean. Just pushing the buttons and the pitch comm device tells Aaron Ashby what to throw. Curveball, bury it. He did, but no chase from De La Cruz. 2-2. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. De La Cruz, big turnaround first, puts on the brakes. Leadoff man is on against Aaron Ashby. And a tying run is coming up, and Ashby will not face the number 2 hitter in the order, Sal Stewart. Abner Uribe will get that call as Aaron Ashby's day is done after an inning and a third. He's responsible for De La Cruz over at first base. Uribe is coming in. Another pitching change for the Brewers, brought to you by Ironworkers Local 8. There's a change on the mound. You could make a change in your career. Join Ironworkers Local 8. Visit IWL8.org. That's IWL8.org. Uribe coming in to face the heart of the Reds order in the 8th inning. He's got a 2-run lead, 4-2 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Dear America, get to Toyota's Independence Day sales event because the fireworks start here. Toyota's got plenty of bang for your buck. Fire up your savings with more miles per gallon on the all-hybrid Camry and the all-hybrid RAV4. The Tundra and Tacoma put on the show with legendary Toyota value that keeps glowing long after the smoke clears. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Rev up your rewards at the pump with the Club Citgo app. Join today and enter for the chance to win big with members-only sweepstakes, plus everyday savings that stack automatically. Start with 20 cents off per gallon on your first fill-up and save 25 cents per gallon on your first 4 purchases with Plus Pay. Hit Premier status and unlock even more. So what are you waiting for? Download the Club Citgo app today and you're good to go. Savings good up to 30 gallons only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
We're the Woodmans. I'm Clint. I feel save you tons of money on Johnsonville brats. Select 10-pack varieties, $8.99, or select 5-pack varieties, $4.99, or 2 for $9.50. Ay caramba, hot prices on Johnsonville. 10-pack, $8.99, 5-pack, $4.99. Everybody loves grilling Johnsonville brats. Better products, better prices, better service because we're employee-owned.
It's Woodmans.
Abner Uribe ready to go against Sal Stewart after Ashby went an inning and a third. Responsible for De La Cruz over at first base. Abner Uribe has inherited 12 runners this year. Only 4 have scored. Last pitched on Sunday against the Cubs. Did inherit a pair of runners and did not allow any to score. So here we go against Sal Stewart. Base hit and a couple of ground outs. And time called, and Abner Uribe started to get set. Sal Stewart did not have his eyes to the pitcher. So a quick timeout call by Brock Ballew. Here we go now as De La Cruz has a huge lead at first. Here's the pitch, and it's strike one. Fastball poured in there at 99 miles an hour. De La Cruz has not run very much this year, but he certainly possesses a ton of speed. He's out to the cutout now. It's a 2-run game as Uribe sets at the belt and deals. Stewart, ground ball, sharply hit. Terang goes to second, one. On to first, two, double play. 4-6-3 it goes. A missile hit by Sal Stewart, but right at Bryce Terang. They go 4-6-3. And that erases De La Cruz. Some fancy footwork by Cooper Pratt. It was a low throw from Bryce Terang. Just did get his foot on the bag and got rid of it to get Sal Stewart. Pretty impressive. All double plays at the Brewers' turn, brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee, the Midwest's #1 entertainment destination. Slots, dining, sportsbook, poker, live entertainment, it's all here. Endless ways to win. 2 outs for Steer. Pitch to him is a strike, and it's 0-1. That ball hit by Sal Stewart, by the way, 109 miles an hour off the bat. Not only did Terang have to field it with some spin on it, it almost hit the second base umpire, Dan Bellino. 0-1 to Steer. And that is low with a slider. 1 ball and 1 strike. Steer has walked, hit into a fielder's choice, and struck out. 1-1 pitch from Abner Uribe. Ground ball to short. 2 hops. Pratt has it. Throws on to first. Inning over. Uribe inherits one. Gets a double play. Gets a routine ground ball to short as he reels in that opportunity in this 8th inning. Nice job by Abner Uribe. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Brewers looking for more. They're up 4-2 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
You gotta ask yourself, want to talk about the time you lived in the greatest city on earth, or still live in it? In the city where a matinee leads to 2 a.m. tacos, your New York era can last a lifetime. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy can help you become a forever New Yorker. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is Texas Leaguer. Do you know what it means? Texas Leaguer, a bloop that falls between an infielder and an outfielder for a base hit.
It's an RBI single for Breckman on a little Texas Leaguer, and the Astros lead 2-0.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Gibson a deep side, re-gripping the bat, shoulders just shrugged. Now goes to the top of the helmet as he always does, steps in with that left foot. Eckersley working out of the stretch. Here's the 3-2 pitch and a drive into right field. Way back, deep ball, deep ball.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
MJ.
Here's Johnson still in the game for Cincinnati. The Brewers will send up 9-1-2 in this 8th inning by leading the Reds 4-2. Trying to take the first 3 games of this series. Joey Ortiz today 0-for-3. 3 out of 11 in the series. Trevor McGill starts to crank it up in the Brewers bullpen after Abner Uribe did his thing in the 8th. First offering is a curveball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Closer Emilio Pagan is loosening for Cincinnati, just activated yesterday from the injured list. 0-1. Ortiz took it low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Take things up a notch with Pine River's Kickin' Dill Pickle Cheese Spread. We tried it today in the back of the booth. confirm on all the flavor profiles as Ortiz swings and misses at a hook. It's 1-2. It is bold and it's tangy. And it's a twist from Wisconsin's favorite Pine River. Try some on a Usinger brat, a cracker, a pretzel.
Throw a term at it. Even a little zesty.
Sure. Check swing. Did he go? Did not. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, bold, tangy, zesty.
That's where the kicking comes in.
Two coming from Pierce Johnson. Ground ball right side. Backhand play by Steer. Flips over to Johnson covering. 1 up and 1 down in the Brewers half of the 8th inning. Make sure you have a Usinger brat on the side with that kick and dill pickled cheese spread, and go for the heavier cream afterwards, like ice cream from Cedar Crest. Cold, creamy, and always delicious. That's the game winner. And if you'd like, polish it off with a Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. Refreshing Weiss beer, natural lemonade flavor, Leinenkugels. Flavor the moment. But on hot days like today, have a Leine's, have a water. 1 for 1. Good ratio.
And be close to the bathroom.
Could go a lot of directions with that one.
Yeah,
but
you could
stay right in my territory. Jackson Churrios at the plate against Pierce Johnson. And it's up and in. Ball 1. One 0 pitch. Swing and a miss. There's that breaking ball. Johnson's got a good one. Charged the runs in that 7th inning to Brock Burke. Johnson got out of it. This bullpen has been an issue for Cincinnati. Fly ball foul right side, and it's a 1 ball 2 strike count. They have lost more games this season when they have led by at any point in the game. If they have led at any point, they have lost more games than anybody in Major League Baseball this year. 1-2 pitch. Chopper, left side, tough play. Johnson, bare hand pickup, throw to first. It's late and down the right field line. Churrio's going to head to second base and make it there safely. A base hit and an E1 on Pierce Johnson. He would have been better served putting that one in his back pocket. First hit of the night for Jackson Churrio. He has reached for a 3rd time. Pierce Johnson just trying to make an unbelievable play. High chopper, third base side. Churrio is going to beat this play no matter what. Man in scoring position for Bryce Terang. 1 out of 3 for Terang, lined to center his last time up. Fouled back. Terang had a good swing at that fastball at 96. 0-1. Brewers trying to stay 5.5 games clear of the Cubs, who routed the Padres today. 23-3. The 0-1 is outside. Cubs just swept the Padres. Ball and a strike on Bryce Terang. Liner to left center, headed towards the gap. McClain runs it down again. Bryce Terang probably thinking to himself, who put that guy there? That's a double all the time, but McClain shading him towards the left center field gap. He's run down the last 2 bullets that Terang has hit. Tell you what, though, if you're Bryce, you take the contact and you run with it, because the last 2 have been outstanding.
Yeah, he's been much more on it the last handful of days. And for McClain, they had him positioned right, but what a great first step for a guy that hasn't played out there.
Terry Francona is out. He's going to take the baseball from Pierce Johnson, and they will make a pitching change. Emilio Pagan is coming in. It's a North Shore No Diapers pitching change. Sometimes you need a change for everything else. Here's North Shore, northshore.com. Brewers have a man at second base trying to cash him in. Contreras against Pagan. Emilio! He's coming in on the Brewers Radio Network.
On the baseball field, the skilled players get paid the most. The same is true in construction. Some of the most skilled players building our roads, solar farms, and stadiums are the men and women of the Wisconsin operating engineers. If you are ready to step up to a job where you can earn more without college debt and operate equipment like cranes, excavators, bulldozers, and drones, you're ready to join the team of Wisconsin operating engineers today at join139.com.
You've taught them, trained them, taken every precaution. But sometimes, despite your best efforts, someone gets hurt on the job. Because they're not perfect. They're people, and they're your people. At least you can keep them happy, healthy, and working with a workers' compensation policy from West Bend. It's how to give every problem a silver lining. West Bend, the worst brings out our best. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com.
Nothing says summer like baseball. Whether you're headed to the stadium solo or tailgating with friends, Tsunami Express Car Wash keeps your ride looking game day ready. Wash away dust, bugs, and road grime with unlimited daily washes and free vacuums as a Tsunami Express member. So before you cheer on the crew, make sure your vehicle looks as good as your game day spirit. Plans start at just $16 for your first month. Learn more at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers.
William Contreras coming up against Emilio Pagan, just activated from the injured lists before the game yesterday, so Pagan is coming in. Runner at second is Jackson Churio, trying to give the Brewers more breathing room. They lead at 4-2 in the bottom of the eighth. Contreras is 1 for 4 against Pagan, is one hit, a homer. First pitch to Contreras is low and in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. That was when the Brewers were going for their 15th straight win last year when Contreras hit the homer off of Pagan. Also a game started by Andrew Abbott. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Went after the high fastball. Pagan had a hamstring issue that kept him out for a while. They have missed him. This has been a team that has squandered lead after lead since the beginning of May. 1-1 pitch. Oh, it hit him. Came up and in and hit him right in the shoulder. And Contreras takes his gear off, leaves it in the batter's box, and grabs his running glove and will go up the first baseline. And instead of using the running glove, he just flips it back into the dugout and says, "Nah, I'm good, man." Touches the bag and already gets into his lead. I think it got more elbow pad than body, which is good. Right up around the tricep area. So Bowers hits 0 for 3. The sacrifice fly. 2 on, 2 out for Bowers. And strike 1. Threw him a cutter on the outside corner. 2-run lead for the Brewers. And Trevor McGill is getting ready to pitch in the 9th. Grant Anderson's playing catch in case the Brewers lead by more than the saved situation. That's high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pagan at the belly button, the pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Bowers tried to catch up to 97. Came up empty. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Churio and Contreras are the base runners. Pagan from the first base side of the rubber. Sets and deals. Way high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Emilio Pagan came up with Seattle, was with Oakland, then Tampa Bay, 2 years in San Diego, 2 years in Minnesota. This is his 3rd year in Cincinnati. 17th appearance of the season. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a nasty cutter down and in, and Bowers strikes out swinging. Brewers strand 2 more, but they have a 4-2 lead as we go to the 9th. It'll be Trevor McGill trying to lock down the 3rd win of this series for the Brewers. We'll be back in just a moment. The Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
You gotta ask yourself, want to talk about the time you lived in the greatest city on earth, or still live in it? In the city where a matinee leads to 2 a.m. tacos, your New York era can last a lifetime. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy can help you become a forever New Yorker. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Guess who said the following?
This moment is great. I mean, I have to thank God first, my family, my wife, my kids, parents, the organization, the fans.
That's Mariano Rivera after he became the all-time career saves leader. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Are you ready to take a swing at base balderdash? Today's phrase is payoff pitch. Do you know what it means?
Trevor McGill is on to try and pick up a save for the Brewers. It's a Wisconsin Dental Association Dental Savings Club save opportunity. The game is on the line. The Brewers rely on their elite bullpen. When your oral health is on the line, rely on WDA member dentists. To find a WDA dentist near you, go to WDA.org. So Trevor McGill trying to close the door on the Cincinnati Reds and take a series victory with an opportunity for a sweep tomorrow. They lead it 4-2. William Contreras got hit by a pitch that last half inning. That's brought to you by Habish, and Rotier. Injured in a car accident? Right call is Habish. 13 offices across the state. They're the hometown firm, Wisconsinites Trust. Habish, and Rotier, national reputation, hometown service. Eugenio Suarez leads it off. Tyler Stevenson to follow. And then Noelvi Marte, barring any pinch hit opportunities for Terry Francona. 34th game for McGill. The pitch to Suarez misses for ball 1. 11 saves for Trevor McGill. He has been brilliant since the beginning of May. High fly, center field. When it comes down, Mitchell's camped, makes the catch. 1 up and 1 down. Tyler Stevenson hits. McGill, in his last 27 appearances, has a 1.33 ERA. He's given up just 4 runs in 27 innings of work and struck out 38 batters. He's been as reliable as it gets. Tyler Stevenson hits, a base hit in 3 tries, and he sends the first one foul back into the net. 1-1 on Stevenson. The Reds got a 2-run home run from Noelvi Marte in the 2nd inning. That's all they're scoring. The Brewers with 2 in the 1st and 2 in the 7th. 0-1, swing and a miss at a curveball. It's 0-2.
Brewers have scored on an RBI ground out, a sacrifice fly, an RBI triple, and a wild pitch. They have filled out the bingo card on how to score runs tonight. Done everything but hit a homer. But that's nothing uncommon for this team. They don't hit a lot of home runs, and that's okay. Still beat you in a number of different ways. The 0-2 pitch. Fly ball right center. This is headed towards the gap. Mitchell on the run. He can't get there. It's going to be off the wall and a bounce. Mitchell fields and fires it in. The tying run comes to the plate in the form of Noelvi Marte. So a double with one away by Tyler Stevenson. And for Trevor McGill, it's just the 15th hit that he has allowed in his last 28 appearances. And for Stevenson, his first ever hit against Trevor McGill. The only other active player for the Reds that has a hit against McGill is Jose Trevino. He's 2 for 6. Noelvi Marte, the 2-run home run back in the second. He hits, and he chops it foul off his front foot. Dribbles all the way out to Joey Ortiz at third base. It's 0-1. The one mistake Shane Drowan made in today's game was to Noelvi Marte. Ended up going 5 2/3 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits, matched a career high with 7 strikeouts. However, he is not in line for the win. The Brewers took the lead when Aaron Ashby was the pitcher of record. Need 2 more outs, and then Ashby could pick up his 12th win. 12th win in game number 84. The 0-1. Hit off the end of the bat to first base. A cue shot. Bowers has it. Feeds McGill. Over to third goes the runner Stevenson. But you trade the 90 feet for the out. 3-1, and now we'll see a pinch hitter, J.J. Bleday.
What do you want to bet that maybe even after this mound visit, Trevor throws the ball out of play?
I'll take that bet. Right? I think he does. There's a good chance. You want to bet a piece of bacon tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Burnt bacon.
Burnt bacon. J.J. Bleday hits for Ivan Johnson, representing the tying run. So Trevor McGill's got a baseball in his hand. There's a lot on the line with this bet. Piece of bacon.
He might throw a pitch here and then throw one out.
Well, that wasn't
later.
The bet.
No, I know. I got you.
He's not going to throw this one out.
He's going to take this baseball. And
you owe me a piece of bacon.
Yep.
Here comes J.J. Bleday, the pitch. Strike one on the outside corner. Thanks for the piece of bacon tomorrow.
It'll be waiting for you.
Yes. Tying run at the plate. A 4-2 game in the top of the ninth. McGill's pitch. Breaking ball. Strike on the outside corner. It's 0-2. McGill looks in at Sanchez. Here's the sign. Here's the set. 0-2 pitch. Just missed. And no challenge from Sanchez. 99 miles an hour. One ball, 2 strikes on J.J. Bleday. The left-handed hitter waits. McGill kicks and deals. Got him swinging. Ball game over. It's 4-2 the final. Trevor McGill picks up the save. Aaron Ashby with his 12th win of the year. The most by a reliever before the All-Star break in big league history. Most importantly, the Brewers with a 4-2 win, and they can go for a sweep tomorrow. We'll have the totals for you right after this on the Brewers Radio Network.
It's Mike. You gotta ask yourself, want to talk about the time you lived in the greatest city on earth, or still live in it? In the city where a matinee leads to 2 a.m. tacos, your New York era can last a lifetime. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy can help you become a forever New Yorker. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC.